Dinah Tasha Ware is suing repo man Bernard Williams for trespassing and damaging her vehicle when he repossessed her car.
Order. All rise.
Yeah, it's case number 68 on the calendar in the matter of Ware versus Williams.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Judge Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Mrs. Ware, it is your claim that the defendant is an overzealous repo man.
Yes.
Who trespassed on your property and caused you emotional distress.
Yes.
You want to be compensated to the tune of $5,000.
Yes.
Mr. Williams says that he was trying to do his job. Could you take off that shield? It's blinding to me.
Sure.
I know who you are. Mr. Williams says that he was trying to do his job, and you and your family prevented him from doing that. In the process of doing that, you assaulted him. He is requesting not only $5,000, but he is requesting the immediate return of the car for which you are delinquent in payments. That's your counterclaim.
Yes, that's correct.
So let's start out with some of the salient facts, Ms. Ware. What kind of car are we talking about?
A 2005 Chevy Impala.
When did you purchase it?
January the 10th, 2008.
And you signed a loan agreement with whom?
Westlake Financial.
Until when were you making payments on this car?
The last payment that I made was January the 30th of 2009.
And prior to January 30th, 2009, were you making regular payments?
They were not regular, but they were...
Well, that's what I'm asking you, Ms.
Okay.
Ware. From January 10th, 2008 to January 2009, which is 1 year, you should have made 1 year's worth of payments, and they should have been made on a timely basis. Did you do that?
No.
You have all the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
When did you get the request from Westlake Financial?
We received this assignment on April 1st.
When did you receive a notice, Ms. Ware, that your car was going to be repossessed?
I never received the notice that my car was going to be repossessed.
Is this the first car that is a repossession that you've owned?
No.
How many cars have you had where you've had trouble making the payments?
Only one other one besides
When
this
was
one.
that?
2005, and I surrendered the vehicle.
When were you first told in that situation that they wanted the car back?
I don't remember when I was told.
Okay.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes.
I understand that the vehicles were up for repossession. The case here is that the way that he tried to repossess the vehicle.
I understand that. I have to understand, Ms. Ware, where you're coming from.
Okay.
I mean, if you have somebody's property and you're not paying for it, they're entitled to get it back. And the reason I'm asking you these questions, Ms. Ware, is to ascertain that you're not a stranger to this process because you've had a car repossessed before for non-payment, which means that before you also had property that you weren't paying for. So you know, just a second. I know. Did you surrender the vehicle immediately when they asked you to surrender it?
Yes, I did.
And how many months were you delinquent?
I wasn't even, I was a month delinquent, a month behind.
Nah, I don't believe that, Ms. Ware.
I was.
I don't believe that you were a month delinquent and they asked you to surrender the car.
I
Nobody
surrendered
does
it because
that.
I couldn't afford it.
Okay, so you know what the process is. Now, Mr. Williams, Ms. Ware said she had no notice, and I can find that out easily, but she says she had no notice that they wanted the car back. And she certainly knows how to do that because she just said to me before, which I assume she wants me to believe, that when she couldn't afford her old car, she turned it back in. That's what you told me, right?
Yes.
And you clearly couldn't afford this car.
Well,
you clearly, based upon your payment history, couldn't afford this car.
Not at the time.
But this car, you didn't turn back, right?
No, because
the first car you did, this car you didn't. So they had absolutely every right to repossess your car.
Yes, I'm not arguing that they did.
Fine. Now, can I see the order to repossess it? Okay. Now you're going to tell me your version of the events surrounding the defendants repossessing your car.
On April the 17th, 2009, me and my husband was at Little Caesar Pizza down the street from my home. My husband went into Little Caesar Pizza. Mr. Williams jumped into my car with no permission. I was in the car. He just jumped in behind my back seat and said that he wasn't getting out.
No, just a second. What did he say to you?
Nothing.
Did he tell Miss Ware, you have to tell me things that I believe.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
You have to. I mean, he didn't say, I'm here to repossess the car?
No, he didn't, ma'am. He did not say anything. He just jumped into my vehicle.
Jumped into your car and said, I'm not getting out? That doesn't make sense to me. I believe you that he jumped into your car.
Yes.
I don't believe that he didn't say to you, I'm here to repossess your car, once he got in the back seat.
He jumped into my car. He did not say who he was, ma'am. He didn't say anything.
What did he say? I'm just in here. I'm a
The only
vagrant?
reason why that I knew he was repossessing the vehicle because I saw the tow truck and his wife video recording the whole thing. And then when my husband...
Just a second. So at the time he got into your back seat,
Yes.
you were aware of the fact that he was there to repossess your car?
No, I was not.
Well, you just told me you were there.
That's the only reason why I knew that he was repossessing it. After he jumped in, though. He was already in.
Shh. So when he jumped into the back seat of your car and you looked around, you saw his wife videotaping, you saw the tow truck, and you knew he was there to repossess your car.
Yes.
Now tell me the conversation.
There was really no conversation. I just asked him to get out of my car. I was scared. I didn't know who he was. I had never seen him before.
Well, now, just a second. Now, according to you, you knew who he was. You knew he was there to repossess your car, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you said to him, get out of my car?
Yes.
Okay, and now at this point you know he's there to repossess your car?
Yes.
And he's there to repossess your car because you hadn't paid for it?
Yes.
And he said to you, I am getting out or I'm not getting out?
I'm not getting out your car.
And you said to him?
Get out of my car. I was scared.
And you said, get out of my car. And he said?
No.
Okay.
So I called the police.
Okay.
And drove to my home.
Okay, so you
with
called...
him in the vehicle.
Just a second. So you called 911...
Yes.
With him in the car...
Yes.
And drove to your house...
Yep.
Which is, according to you, down the block from the pizza place.
Yep.
Okay. Keep going.
And when I drove to my home, he was in the garage with us, scuffling, trying to get the keys. I was on the phone with 911 the whole time. I told him what happened. I have the police report. He refused to leave out of the vehicle. His wife came inside of my garage, were calling me all kind of names and saying all kind of things. They wouldn't leave off the property until the police came. That's all I wanted them to do, was to leave my property until the police got there, and they refused to do it. He just wanted to stay there and wrestle and tussle for the keys.
He wanted the car.
I know, but it's the way that you do things. You don't just jump in somebody's car.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Natasha Ware says repo man Bernard Williams trespassed and damaged her car in an attempt to repossess the vehicle. Bernard is countersuing for assault and false imprisonment.
Now, Miss Ware, I gather from your complaint that you still have the car.
The police made him give it back to me.
You didn't answer my question,
Yes,
Miss
I
Ware.
did.
I gather from your complaint that you still have the car.
Yes.
The last payment that we discussed that you made was in January 2009, correct?
Yes.
This incident happened in April, right?
Yes.
Did you make a payment in April?
No.
Did you make a payment in May?
Nope.
So you still have somebody else's property and you're not making any payments on it?
Nope. But he's not the repossession guy on the car anymore. He got
Yes,
this.
we are.
No,
Just a
you're
second.
not.
Shh. Don't speak to him. Just speak to me.
Okay.
I'm just asking you whether you're driving around with somebody
I'm not
else's
driving
property.
around.
Just a second, Miss Ware. Just pay attention to me. I'm asking you whether you're still driving around in property that you haven't paid for and haven't turned in like you did, according to you, in May of 2005 when you knew you couldn't afford a car and voluntarily turned it in.
Yes.
Now you have a car that you haven't paid for and you haven't turned in, right? And you want $5,000 for emotional distress for the people that tried to repossess their property. I'm just laying out the case.
Okay.
The people that tried to repossess their property because you weren't paying for it, you want $5,000 from them. That's what I want to understand.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Good.
Okay.
Now,
Whatever. Really doesn't matter.
I will tell you that there are certain jobs that have a cloud, an aura of ill will surrounding them, sir. You know, like executioners, right? Repo men. It's a thankless job. I'm starting out with this as a general statement based upon my years of living in the world.
Sure.
And if somebody is withholding somebody else's property and
I'm not
paying for,
withholding
I'm
it.
speaking. Somebody is withholding somebody else's property and not turning it back because they can't afford it. It has been my experience, you know, from movies and stuff, that repo men resort to lots of things. You know, they'll put boots on the car, they pick it up in the middle of the night, they do whatever they have to do in order to repossess their property.
Within
And
the law, yes, ma'am.
that's what your job is, you know? It's like being a bounty hunter. You know, if somebody's on the lam because they haven't paid their bail, they very rarely come out of, you know, the diner and say, well, here I am, take me back to jail. What you have to do is you have to resort to sometimes trickery, deceit, whatever it is, stealth, The question that I have, and what the issue that Ms. Ware, who does not come to court with clean hands, by the way, because she's withholding somebody's property, and even after she knew that they were trying to get back their property, she still didn't pay for it, and I assume still driving around in it. So I have zero sympathy for that position. If you can't afford something, you have to turn it back.
And I agree with that, but
Just
it's
a
a
second.
way
Just
to
a
do
second.
things.
You haven't done it.
She's made arrangements on...
Just a second. Ms. Ware, don't interrupt me again. You haven't done it. If you knew that he was trying to repossess the car on April 17th, on April 18th, you should have turned back the car.
Your Honor, there's no repo company on the vehicle right now, and I have been trying to make arrangements with Westlake. They took him off because of it.
Listen to me. They took it off because you made a complaint. If you couldn't afford the car, you turn it back. You clearly can't afford the car because you didn't make a payment in April, and you didn't make a payment in May. Either you can pay for the car or you can't pay for the car. And if you can't pay for the car, you turn it back. Now, just tell me your version of what happened.
She's correct. We did make contact in the parking lot of Little Caesars.
Put your hand down. You spoke. He didn't interrupt you. Go.
We made arrangements to go to her house.
How did no? Tell me how you made contact. Tell me what you said. Tell me what she said. That's
Okay.
what I want to know.
I told her I am...
How did you tell her? Did you get into the back of her car?
the door was open,
Just
yes.
as that. I don't care if it was open or not. Listen to me. Let's not play with each other. I want to get over with this case already. It's taking a long time. Mr. Williams, what I want to know is, did you get into her car?
Yes, I did.
Okay, you got into the back seat of her car. Where was she seated?
She was seated in the driver's seat.
Okay, and she turned around, and you're now in the back seat. So
I had already introduced myself
okay,
before
tell me
I got
what
in
you
the
said.
back seat.
Tell me what you said. Put your hand down.
And
Tell me what you said to her. Not introduced myself.
I said, I'm Bernard. I'm with Fast Track Repossession. We're repossessing this car.
Okay, and what did she say to you?
Oh, no, you're not. And I said, well, you know you're behind in payments. We need to get this car now. At that point, she saw the tow rig, the flatbed. But for her, when she said that she didn't know who I was, I had my credentials around my neck. I clearly identified myself.
She says she knew immediately who you were. What she's complaining about is that you hopped into her car.
I was invited
which was
in the back.
Just a second. That's the trespass.
Yes.
Okay, so you hopped in her car, and you said, I'm repossessing the car, and she says, oh, no, you're not. And
Not
then,
exactly like that, Your Honor. I told her who we were. At this point, we were all outside of the car. When she realized that we were getting this car regardless, that's when we drove to her house.
Just a second. I don't want you to tell me what she realized. That's a conclusion, and you can't read into her mind. Who else was in the car with her?
Her husband and me and her.
Did she call the police from the car?
When we were halfway to her house, yes.
She called 911.
Yes.
Do you recall what she said to the police when she called 911?
I have a transcript of that call.
I'd like to see it, please.
Okay. The yellow is her call, the blue is my call.
Okay. So the first thing you did was, Miss Ware, according to this police transcript, you called 911 and said, vehicle is being repoed, and the repo man jumped in the back seat to keep you from taking it.
I didn't say that. No,
Well,
I
that's
didn't.
what it says. And then it says,
She had pizza.
RP is driving home with repo man in the back seat.
She asked me to take her home so she could unload her stuff and her pizza for her children. So
Why
we
you
did.
taking me home and I'm driving?
Shh. Williams says he was attacked by the suspect while trying to repo it. You say to the police, they are trapping me in the vehicle, holding him against his will. Says both male and female were punching him while in the car. One hit him in the face. Williams says they just shut the garage door. He's still there. Williams says that there was a threat of a gun, no gun seen. Williams is moving the vehicle out of the garage. Let him go. Outside, RP wants to press charges against the suspect who hit him. That would be you.
The only reason I didn't press charges, Your Honor, is really we just wanted the car. It's nothing personal.
No, you didn't press charges because you jumped in my car.
You invited me in your car.
No, listen to me. Mr. Williams, there's no question that when you first got into the car, Miss Ware did not invite you in the car.
Well, not in so many words.
No, she didn't. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. There is no question that Miss Ware, when you jumped into the back seat of the car, at that moment, before you identified yourself, that she had not turned around, seen you outside the car. You said, I'm Williams. I'm here to repossess your car. And she didn't say to you, well, come on in the back seat and I'll drive you home with my pizza.
True. That's not how it went down.
So what happened is you jumped in the back seat of the car, and then would be only logical, and I believe that you did that, you said to her, I'm here to repo your car. She knew immediately who you were. According to her, she knew immediately because she gave a quick look around. She saw this lady, who I assume is your wife, videotaping and sitting on a tow truck. She says she knew who it was right away, despite the fact that she's told me she had no idea that they were going to repo the car. She knew immediately who you were, according to her, because she hadn't made the payments, right?
Your Honor, the only reason why I knew who he was, Your Honor, is because he had been calling my phone.
Oh, just a second.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Williams, you had been calling her phone, yes?
Yes.
When did you start calling her phone?
The day we got the order to repossess.
Oh, is that true that he had been calling your phone since he first got the order?
No.
When did he start calling your phone?
Like a week before this incident.
So a week before, you were on notice that the financial institution wanted their car back.
But you asked me, did Westlake notify me?
I asked you whether you were on notice that
you asked me, did Westlake? That's what you asked me.
Miss Williams.
I'm
Where?
Miss Ware.
Miss Ware.
I didn't want to be married.
Miss Ware, don't play with me, madam. Just don't play with me, madam. You may think you're going to play with the system, but you're not going to play with me. But for the fact that Miss Ware sued you for her emotional distress and trespassing her car, I wouldn't have seen this counterclaim. Is that a fair statement? Because according to you, all you want is your car back.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Correct.
Are you still representing Westlake in this transaction?
Yes, we are.
Fine. Put your hand down. Then I'm prepared to render my decision. Your claim against the defendant is dismissed in its entirety. He had an absolute right to repossess the car, and you were on notice that he was trying to repossess the car, and I absolutely believe him.
He threatened me.
Hey, listen to me. I'm speaking now. Okay. You spoke. Now I'm speaking.
Okay.
You knew that you had people's property that you weren't paying for. You continue to know that you have people's property that you're not paying for, and you haven't turned it back. You don't get a windfall because you don't like the way they were trying to get their property back. Now, I understand that you say you were assaulted, that the family was whatever. You received no medical treatment?
Well, no, not from a hospital, but I do have photographs that show
Terrible.
I have photographs, too.
Terrible. You're not suing him for assault. His counterclaim is for assault. I think that you should pursue it criminally, sir. Do you understand?
Yes.
I think that you should absolutely pursue it criminally. And if you pursue it criminally successfully, come back to me. I'd love to hear it. Okay. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. But I am issuing an order that you can give to a marshal. He'll come and help you, that she is to return this car immediately. She's not allowed to keep property that she doesn't pay for. That's all. Thank you.
Excuse